in my other video, it says that God escaped bondage to come here. So God was enslaved and trapped. So why is he creating all these rules for us? Because he gave us this human body. Did we ask for this human body, or he just took control of us and put us in this body and wiped our memories? This is what doesn't make sense. Like, how do you follow a God that did these things to have control over you and not really teaching you about creational laws, but telling you that he's giving you all the truth and knowledge to Jesus? So he says that he's giving us the truth and knowledge. Finally, he's going to give it to Jesus, and Jesus is going to give it to us. But when I read throughout this, he's not really giving us the truth of creation and why he wants to control us. And he tells us, yeah, he controls us because he created the human lineage. But is that enough, just creating a body, an artificial body, like how we can create clones? He didn't create our DNA. He didn't create, he manipulated and changed our DNA. He wiped our memories. He did all these things to control us and force us to work. Like, our soul is immortal. By putting us in this body, he made us have a death date. So because of that death date, he feels that he can control our time being on this earth. But there were earthly women here before that he or his celestial sons engaged with and procreated with. So it's like our soul is supposed to be roaming free, not constrained to this materialistic world, and he created this materialistic world so that we obey him. So it's like he didn't create our soul, creation did. So he should be focusing on teaching us creational laws so that we get an advanced consciousness and can be able to do the things that he's able to do. But no, when we ate from the tree of knowledge, he shunned us, punished Adam and Eve, and didn't let us, and withered the tree so that no one else could eat from it. And because think about it, if we ate more and more out of that fruit, what would have happened? So I'm reading another text right now that I'm going to share after I'm done the Talmud of Emmanuel, and it's another ancient text called the Forgotten Books of the Bible and the Garden of Eden. So in that, what I talked about is that he withered the tree after Adam and Eve ate from it. And just think about it, if more people or Adam and Eve had eaten more fruit instead of just one bite, how advanced of their consciousness would have become. And so again, how do we trust a God that keeps us small, doesn't want our consciousness to advance, wants us to do the work to reach enlightenment, but even if we reach enlightenment, he doesn't let us escape. We're trapped in this reincarnation loop, unless we can escape to another dimension when we reach that enlightenment. But he doesn't want us tapping into our powers because he's siphoning our energy. The problem is that he wiped our memories. That's the main problem, because when we go to other planets, I'm pretty sure our memories don't get wiped, because what I said, there was someone who had a near-death experience, and he escaped the dome, went to the planet that he was on before, and the beings were laughing at him saying, you don't remember? What was Earth like? So it's like, if that was their situation, that means that their memories are not getting wiped when they return back to source. The problem with wiping our memories is that I have no knowledge of what powers I had in my previous life, what capabilities I had, and whether I reached enlightenment. I could have reached enlightenment and then got sucked back into this reincarnation loop because I didn't know how to escape it. Or can we go to another dimension once we reach enlightenment? We don't know this because we have no past memories of before. I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know anything because I have no past memories of what I did before. So I totally got sidetracked from this Talmud, but as I've talked in many of my videos about this wiping of our past lives, this really bothers me. This infuriates me. This is what made me stop following God and focusing on following creation. Because that fact that our memories are wiped, we know reincarnation exists. From people having past life experience, remembering their past lives, and near-death experiences. We are 100% aware that past lives exist. This is why we suffer so much. Even if we're raised in a billionaire environment and we have access to everything, we feel this sort of emptiness, this sort of lostness, because we don't remember our past life. We don't remember who we are and what our purpose was and who our soul ties were, who our connections were. We're in this limbo of being a baby, even in our adulthood, trying to figure out who we are. And that's what bothers me about our past lives being wiped. Our past life should never be wiped. Whatever we did, we can overcome. That's why it's important to do the past life regression, get hypnotized and get it done. I want to get it done soon as well, because that's the only way we're going to tap into who we are and what our soul's purpose is. what the Creator intended us to do, based on whatever planet we're on, or this planet. I don't know if our purposes changes based on different planets, but I know that we have a soul signature no matter what planet we go on, that is our destiny of who we are, our identity. So in the Bible and most of these texts, they don't talk about your memories being wiped. So how can you follow and obey a God who has wiped your memories, who's taken away capabilities from you, who has put inhibitors to block out your capabilities? How do you trust that? We only can tap in so much of our brain. What does that tell you? That should not be possible if our soul is everlasting. Our soul can tap into everything, but we can't when we're in this physical body. So if it's in the Talmud of Emmanuel, for example, which is supporting God, Jesus is supporting him and wants to teach the way of God, if he doesn't even tell Jesus that he wiped our memories, and that he's saying that Jesus came down to be the truth of knowledge and wisdom and to give the truth to humanity, you're not even telling them the basic, that you wiped our memories clean. So you're withholding the truth, and then you're lying and telling us that you're giving us the truth, because you're giving us bits and pieces but not telling us the whole thing. And then the majority of people, a lot of people, follow a Bible that when you question things within the Bible, they tell you, no, that's just God's way, that's just God's will. They don't go further into explaining it, just that's the way it is. But we're meant to question, to uncover who we are and understand. That's why God gave us, not God, the Creator gave us free will, so that we discover the truths of the world. That's why my whole purpose is to find the hidden truths of this world, so we understand ourselves better.